welcome ABC News correspondent and fabulous all-round broad, Deborah Roberts. Hey. Yeah. Well, you know, the story goes on. Stormy Daniels, the saga continues. And White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders may have let some vital information slip when she was asked about it. Take a look.
Look, the president has addressed these directly and made very well clear that none of these allegations are true. This case has already been won in arbitration, and anything beyond that, I would refer you to the president's outside counsel.
Arbitration? So she's kind of just confirmed that there was an arbitration over the non-disclosure agreement, which would mean this is the first time that the White House is admitting that an NDA even exists, and it directly involves Stormy Daniels and you-know-who. And he used the alias David Dennison. So that's how I'm going to refer to him now.
Oh, yes.
So,
David Dennison.
So, is this gonna, is this gonna change anything? Do people care? Where are we?
I think with the least we could impeach David Dennison. Let's go after him.
Just for the name.
Well, it's been reported that Trump was very, very upset with Sarah Sanders for basically confirming the fact that an arbitration happened and that this NDA does exist. I think people are starting to care more about this because Stormy Daniels has become somewhat of a character, somewhat of a personality. And I think people are following the story. And let's face it, if she got the $130,000 and she's allowed to talk, does that mean that, illegal campaign finance laws are going to be, or rather campaign finance laws are going to be brought into this? Was this an illegal transaction?
That he was involved in hush money.
And that he was involved in it? I think people are starting to care a little bit.
I feel sorry for Sarah. Can I just say one thing about her? That girl is an amateur liar. Her boss is a professional. And, she can't...
She's not a good liar.
She's not good enough
she's not
a liar. So here, like out of the mouths of babes comes the truth, It was almost like painful to watch that.
But it also is just sort of painful to even talk about it. I feel like the ick factor. And you say people are starting to care. And I wonder, though, because it is just... When my son is having his breakfast in the morning and we're hearing the president and the porn star behind the scene, it just makes me feel icky. And I feel like as a journalist, too, having to wallow in the mud in this tabloid story is just so uncomfortable. So I get it. I get the money.
But it's his mud.
Well, not to gross you out, Deborah, but as I've said on the show, I found out what oral sex was because of Bill Clinton, so I don't think it's exactly new territory on how tawdry things are.
That's true.
But I will say going forward, it's not, the $64,000 question is, does his base care? I'm still hedging on no until it starts impacting the bottom line of the economy or the Second Amendment. I will say that Sarah Huckabee Sanders, I really always liked her because she did a really good job for her father's campaign. She actually did his ground game in Iowa when he ended up ultimately winning in 2008. I always thought she was really smart. I do think there are a lot of tenets she's not living by. Never complain, never explain, control the narrative, and all of these things she's not doing, and she's making it worse.
She can't do it. It's coming at her every second.
But I do think there is someone out there that could control the narrative better than what they're doing right now.
And she just goes on and on and on, and she digs herself in deeper. And
I think she's tired.
She is tired. Of course she's tired.
Because how many times can you say, I didn't know? I don't, but ask him. You read what he said, no. No, I don't. Did he cross the street? I don't think so. I think she's now just like, she needs a vacation.
And is it the tip of the iceberg? Because if you read the legal documents, they allege that there are some emails, perhaps, some images that they still have. I think people will start to care when they see perhaps the president.
If images come out, all bets are off.
If images come out, this show is going to be a real interesting place for me that day. And I'm probably going to faint on camera and be like, you know what, it's been a great run.
They refer to certain
on this show, but
still images and or text messages.
Yes.
But what you need is a smoking gun of some sort. Adam Schiff, I was telling you in the makeup room. Adam Schiff, who was here last week, I said, are we going to get this guy? And he said, remember, it took the tapes to get Nixon, and it took a blue dress to get Clinton. So it's not that easy to get. But
and also you have to do it within the law.
Yeah.
You have to do it within the law.
Read your sweatshirt. Like, it's Mueller time. Let him take care of it,
good.
The final thing I will say, though, is that any chance of Republicans and conservatives right now putting anything out policy-wise that in any other administration would take the attention away from these type of scandals, these scandals are just getting worse and worse. And as you said, even we're talking about the hypothetical idea that there are images out there. This is getting worse and worse, and they have to start controlling some of this, which they do have the power to do.
And the question also then becomes, so now that Stormy's in the midst of the storm. What's next? Is she on Dancing with the Stars? Does she become a correspondent on ABC or CNN? I mean, where do you see her?
Hey.